thought the first half we played. I'll talk about something I like. We played as really good on both ends of the court. We gave them 3 early threes, and then we got the 3-point line guarded, and they didn't make any threes. And we moved the ball. We attacked their pressure when it was there. We were quick to the ball. The second half, I thought our defense was pretty good, and we would get a deflection, get a loose. We couldn't get the ball. We couldn't get to it. We didn't rebound it in the second half like we did in the first half. They got second opportunities, and our offense. We got the ball. We really got some good shots. We missed a few around the basket, and you have to keep scoring on the road or anywhere, but especially on the road, you have to keep scoring. We just really did not score, could not score for periods of time. And, at the end, when it got to 2, we made a really good play to get Rock the ball and a good play for Tyler to hit the corner jumper, and he made 2 free throws, and we got separation. And once we got to separation, they took some. I mean, they made a couple long threes, and we've got to do a better job of making them drive at the end. Then we finally made them drive, and then Tyler just relaxed and let them throw it back out, and they made a 3. But the free throws, those 2 guys are good free throw shooters, and we got to make them in those situations. But we didn't turn it over against their pressure, and. Again, it's still your first road game. It's always when it gets close like that. I think the Villanova game helped us. We got it inbounds. We didn't turn it over. And, hopefully we'll make those free throws next time, make it a little bit easier. But they fought hard. They made some threes. They've got a very good shooting team. They got multiple guys that can shoot it. And they're a difficult team for us to defend because they've got good penetrators and real good 3-point shooters, but we just weren't as active in the second half, and particularly on offense. I didn't think as we were in the first half. We were much better offensively in the first half.
When did you become aware that they wouldn't have Van Zegeren, and did that change what you got versus what you expected?
No, we didn't. We knew they would front in the low post and make it difficult in there, and they did that. When we did get it to Rock, he finished. He missed a couple that he's been making, but it was hard to get him the ball, and I thought there was some opportunities there where other guys. Trevor got to the basket and didn't finish, and you get those. They're so focused on Rock, and they had help side there that there's opportunities like. Finally, Mike got there when we needed a bucket and just drove, and they're so worried about Rock they're not coming off, and he gets a layup. But, I just thought they're a difficult team to guard with their small lineup, and in the first half we were able to guard them and yet still get some offensive opportunities going over the top. But in the second half, they did a better job pressuring us, and we had some good shots. Trevor probably had the same shots he had in the first half, and I don't know, I don't remember him making many in the second. I don't know if he did make any in the second half, maybe one, but we had some opportunities there, and Tyler had a really big rebounding game. Again, came off big on the boards, but they're a difficult team to guard when they have the 4 perimeter guys in there, and they made some tough shots down the stretch too.
Did they make any adjustments on you in the second half?
More driving. They tried to drive a little bit in the first half. I thought we did a better job in the first half. Second half, we did not do really a good job, and particularly with. I think Wilson got in the lane really way too many times. But it really, as much as I'm upset with our defense, our offense, if our offense had been any good at all, then it would have been they would have gotten back in the game, but it would have been a 10-point game. And that's pretty good on the road if you can get out with a 10-point win. But our offense was not good the second half.
Is it good to start road play in a conference like this just to reinforce how tough it is?
Well, normally it might be, we've had tough road games, and I think Villanova game and the Michigan game helped us. We were in 2 really difficult games, and we didn't we made some plays, but we didn't make enough plays. But so we've had those games. I think we got a little false sense of security at halftime. We were, in such good position that we may not have been as, I don't know. I'm not sure that's really true, but I just think they came after us better. We still only turned it over 8 times. So, I mean, they just did a better job of getting in our defense, and they've got guys that are pretty good at that, and they've got guys they can throw the ball to and that can shoot. They're a good, very, very good shooting team.
In the first 10, 12 minutes of the second half, when you couldn't get the ball to Rock, did you want to see more penetration?
Well, we wanted to. We tried to. We didn't do as good a job. I think Trevor took it, I'm thinking 4 or 5 times and didn't get anything. So, there's probably at least 4 or 5 of those. And there were 2 or 3 of those where we had the rebound and a tip, and we just didn't finish. We didn't finish around the basket. When we did get it, we just didn't finish. We were very, very poor for the size advantage we had. We did a very, very poor job on the offensive glass in the second half.
Are you beginning to prefer Roberson at the 4?
Well, he didn't do much the last game, but tonight he was very active and got on the boards, and I thought he was a difference maker for us. I tried to save Chris. I thought Rock might get in foul trouble, and just to have Chris with not being in foul trouble so he could play in the middle spot for us. But Tyler was very good, and Mike is good. Mike is good against pressure. I thought Mike was very solid today. I think he made a couple huge plays, and he was good against their pressure the whole game.
You've coached against Buzz, I guess, 8 times now as a head coach. What's your impression of him? Is he a good fit for this program?
Well, he's a very good coach. He's already proven that. And, his teams play hard all the time. They always have. They play very hard. And I thought the first half they didn't. They were just not playing like that. They were allowing us really to do whatever we wanted to do. I thought we should have had 50-some points in the first half. The second half they came out and they were more aggressive. They came after us, and that bothers us a little bit. I think we're better against it now because we've seen it. But Caleb getting in foul trouble, and we weren't quite as good against it as I think we can be and should be. I think that we've improved in some areas, but we've still got a long ways. We got a ways to go. And it's a game. It's like being in games and being in tough situations. And Mike and Ronnie are very good free throw shooters, and they weren't up to it today. Like Ronnie said, well, it was close. I said, close, really? Close? We're in college here. This isn't high school. This isn't 8th, 9th. My kids, when they were in 8th grade, said that. It was close. Close isn't helpful here. That was the quote of the year for me. But I think we'll get better. I hope we'll get better.
How worrisome is Caleb's play? Not just today, but
He played good last game. I'm fine. He's fine. I'm not worried. He's going to do this sometimes. All right. Thank you.